welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Middle Tennessee's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Battiato. Pressure coming. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Oh, that may be in, and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he makes the catch. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tipton. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so you try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
One team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Right midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Past the tag. Touchdown, Badger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To the air, it's Battiato. It's complete on the right side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Lost the fire on second down. They get to him as he throws. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raider! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Edwards. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Off the play fake on first down. Fires downfield. He's got it. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. First down for this offense. To the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Backed up now, here's second and long. to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Unloads it left. Rolls it in. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give on the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Looking downfield, it's Gattiato. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ballard. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. still running at the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Badgers are in the red zone.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up. Turning it on! Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. It really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Badgers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And they will score! Touchdown, Badgers!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, we probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to pass, it's Battiato. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. When you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Gets it out fast. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking downfield, it's Battiato trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got a man. It's Ballard. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the sticks. It's Ballard. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Dupree. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's an offense that prides himself on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. To the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Edwards. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to more of that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Hurt. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Doherty. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Dupree. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Rifles it down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive going to the air. Dances away to buy time.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Gets away from one. He's got space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw. It's Gattiano. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He's looking downfield to throw. Touchdown, MTSU. And the comeback is on.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Badgers are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. A little screen to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers will try to move the chains on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Badger.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's loose down the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Battiato. The throw to the outside is complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hubbard. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Touchdown.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Hubbard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to... And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Battiato. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really...
There he goes! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play-action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Open down the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Plows through the defense. Danced his way through traffic. Pickup of 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Battiato. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They want to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunt. Turning it on! They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Jones.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going downfield for the big play. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Off to the races. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the run, it's Dupree. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Offense getting set for first down. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Badgers are threatening in the red zone. To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the route is on.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Dances away. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So So that drive covered just 44 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Jones. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throwing right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. It'll be a wrap. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.